like this. I'll literally go home and I'll like end it.
God damn. Look at us. Fucking look at us. What the fuck is going on, guys? Your boy's fucking back. I know it's been a fucking while. I think it's been like a year. It's so bad. I've been lagging on this shit for so fucking long. But here we are now. And as you can tell from the title, it's a crazy ass story time. And honestly, it was a pretty cool experience, man. I'll definitely do it again. Not something I would be doing often. I would definitely be more used to my shrooms. But as you can already tell from the title, the video is the first time I did MDMA. Before we start off, I got some good old pesticides right here. If you guys been hearing a lot of stuff about, you know, like the Stizzy Pens and, you know, like a lot of weed brands that are going on. I'll make another separate video on that. You know, I've been feeling really down lately, just in general. My emotions have been going all out of whack. I couldn't face the camera. I feel like I could not face you guys while I was feeling like that, because I'm going on a tangent right now. I feel like I'm on a podcast. Kind of just had to step back for a little bit and just, you know, reevaluate what I really want to do. At the end of the day, I still don't really want to do this. I love turning on the fucking camera. I love telling you guys. I love smoking up with you guys. But, you know, like, sometimes the emotions get the better of us, you know, and sometimes we're the only ones that can dig ourselves out of that hole. I honestly think if there's anyone really watching this right now, if anyone came back after a long fucking delay of me not fucking uploading, thank you. Thank you for coming back. We're gonna get back on that fucking YouTube grind. Let's get back to the story. So, first time on, oh my god, I was about to say smoking MDMA. I did not smoke, nor did I snort this. Never put anything on top of my weed besides keef or wax. I've never put anything on top of my weed. Like, I've never put coke on top of my weed. I've never done any other hard drugs besides mushrooms. And that's pretty much it. You know, I've never done cocaine. By this point, I've never done Molly. I've never done Xans. I don't do pharmaceuticals, you know. Those types of drugs I've never done before. I've only, like, done nicotine, if anything, weed, and mushrooms, if anything, like that. Like, if I'm gonna be real with you, you know, I do dabble in, like, the little nicotine sometimes. I know it's bad. I want to make it a point to not try to hit it. To not try to hit it on videos, you know, because it's not something that I want to be advertising, not something that I want to encourage people to do. Although, yeah, it kind of seems like I'm encouraging people to smoke weed, but this is just my channel, you know. Like, I'm just smoking weed because I want to smoke weed on the channel. I'm telling, like, you know, like, this is my shit right here, and this is just entertainment for you guys. I feel like I'm just going off tangents. But before we go off on another tangent, let's just fucking take a hit right now. This is Orange Crush or Orange Sunset. I believe it's a sativa. All right, let's go take this hit. It tastes like the vitamin C. It tastes like orange. That's what it tastes like. So let's get started into the story on how I did MDMA for the first time. I've only done it once. I would like to do it again, just to answer any questions out there. I know a lot of you guys are probably like saying like, oh, you would do it again? Would you, like, how can you say that? Like, you're on YouTube, or you're incriminating yourself for doing drugs. Let me give you guys a little bit of context. So, I'm gonna sound like such a fucking white privileged kid saying this right now. So, my mom, she's a secretary for a psychologist, right? He's been dabbling into, you know, the psilocybin therapy, types of therapy that you're able to, I guess, you're able to take mushrooms, you're able to take MDMA. I believe you're even allowed to take Xanax. They're all controlled. And they're all very small doses. State, like, the government, like, approved of this. And I'm pretty sure he has his license now, so where he is able to do this type of stuff. He offered my mom, and he does this a lot with my mom sometimes with shrooms. He'll, like, sometimes when he'll get, like, little mushroom caps, he'll like, give my mom some, you know. He'll be like, here, like, take some. You should microdose, you know, like this. And he's, you know, pretty cool, right? She comes home with this little thing, and she's all like, keep in mind, like, also just, like, for a little more context, I smoke weed with my mom, and I do shrooms with my mom. I remember when I first started getting into smoking weed, like, I told her, like, drunk, your dad wanted to smoke you out since you were, like, 13. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Sorry, I went on a whole nother tangent, but this is gonna make sense. So my mom, you know, comes, she's all like, oh, you know, like, I want to do the MDMA, like, with you, you know, we done shrooms before, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I'm just like, yo, that sounds dope, but, like, at the same time, like, this is a new substance that has entered my life. I obviously knew all these other drugs existed, and I always knew they were around me. Never in the sense of like, oh my god, I'm actually gonna do this, and it's not weed or mushrooms. So yeah, it kind of scared me a little bit, and I was like, wow, like this is crazy. And I ended up waiting like almost like 6 months, like probably like 6-7 months of not doing this, and it's just been sitting in a cabinet up until a couple weeks ago. My girlfriend came over, and I had told her, I was like, yo, we have Molly there, we just have it sitting there, like we got it a while ago. We got curious, but we never like bothered to do it because like my mom even told me, she's like, I'm just too much of a pussy to do it. I'm just like, I get it. It's like, wanna like rely on it, like that's like the last thing you want to do is rely on a substance to make you happy. It was pretty late at night, you know, by the time we're home already, you know, me and my girl, we were talking about it, and we were like, yo, like let's do Molly, let's smoke weed, and let's go get some drinks, like let's go to the 7-Eleven. Like, boy, did I mean, like, the night was great. I just feel like this particular moment, but I am very happy with the way everything turned out. It could have been really bad if we kept going. I feel like if we kept going at a certain point, it would have been really bad, and we probably would have had to go to the hospital, and that is not something that I want to experience on my first MDMA trip. It's probably like 11, you know, 12 midnight. And, you know, me and my girl, you know, we're chilling, you know, we're here chilling, you know, we're watching TV, you know, like, we're listening to music. She even brought her Uno cards, and then we're fucking playing Uno and shit. It was fucking dope, you know, we're smoking our bowls and shit. Go to the store, we go get our drinks and shit, we come back, we kept two, we opened them, and then we were like, we had a little bit, we didn't even get halfway through the fucking bottle. And, like, we had bought other stuff other than drinks. We bought muffins and, like the, like, chips, kind of like the munchie pack, you know what I mean? You know, like the munchies. Like, everything is like set, everything, like the whole desk in front of me right now is just looking beautiful. I got the bong, the flower, the pens, the vape, you know, and because, you know, my girl had her little nicotine vape, so, you know, I was hitting that shit too, you know. I had mine that was like old, and I was still hitting that shit, you know. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking lie to y'all. We crack open our drinks, we're sipping, you know, and then all of a sudden she's like, let's do the Molly. If you want to do the Molly, like, it blew my mind that she wanted to do so, because she's never done Molly too. Like, me and her have never done Molly. We've only done shrooms, nicotine, and like weed, you know, and alcohol, if anything. We go downstairs, and she was like, how do we take it? She's like, do we snort it? And I was like, no, we do not fucking snort it. And I was like, Kool-Aid, you just put it in your drink and then just let it dissolve. But I did not know MDMA looked like this. I'm not gonna lie, bro. MDMA looks beautiful. I'm just gonna fucking say it right now, bro. MDMA looks fucking beautiful, bro. I never knew, like, almost like a deep purple, like amethyst crystal. Like, I don't know, it was fucking crazy, bro. I poured up some like juice because I honestly didn't want to do water, because there was a time where, like, I like dabbed my finger in like a little bit, right, and I tasted it. It didn't do shit. It didn't do shit to me. And I like tasted it, and it tasted just like fucking chemicals. I was like, ugh. I was afraid that the Molly was gonna change the taste of the water. It did change the taste of the juice, but it was still sweet. You know, like, there was almost no difference. All right, dope. We go upstairs, and instantly, like, I don't know why, it was like an instant thought, like almost like if my conscience was trying to tell me something. I walked into my room, and then I see the alcohol bottles. I see our beers that we have. My brain just fucking switches, and just all of a sudden I'm just like, I don't think I should drink that. I don't think it would be a good idea if I ingest this alcohol. We're not even smoking. We're not even drinking. We're just like watching something and just hoping and just waiting for the moment that it kicks. And so I'm just there. I'm sitting in my chair. My girl's sitting next to me. And then all of a sudden, I start feeling like a little rush. I start feeling like I want to smile, and my cheeks are almost feeling fuzzy, and I'm just like, oh my god, like everything, my head feels kind of, I'm floating a little bit. I started laughing. I started looking at my walls. Shrooms all the time, like, it looks like it's dripping, and I was like, oh, I want to see how this looks like. It just looked like it was kind of shifting a little bit, nothing too major. I want to say the feeling was similar to shrooms. Like, you know how, like, people say, like, oh, like, this man's aura is crazy. I dead ass felt like I felt my fucking aura. It was fucking crazy. By the time I stood up, I could feel the floor beneath my feet, but I couldn't at the same time, and I felt like I was floating, and I felt like I was in zero gravity. I was doing some dumb shit, like, all of a sudden my girl's sitting down, and she's like, whoa, it's hitting me too. And so we're both like, ha, like, fucking we're feeling good, you know. It's like, so it's like we're gonna react like fucking dumbasses. I go into the restroom because I was like, dude, I want to see how my pupils look, and they were like already dilated. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck? My girl was all like, I just took a drink and it tastes really good, and I was like, ooh. And then I took a drink, me forgetting that I had told myself not to. I took a drink. Right when I go outside my restroom, I see my girl running to my trash can and throwing up. I forgot if it was instant that she threw. I'm pretty sure it was. I took my drink, and then all of a sudden, what I was feeling, which was, I'm pretty sure what she was feeling 100%. It was like a sip. It was literally like it was a sip, bro. It was crazy. After one sip of that drink, I started feeling like I was gonna fucking black out, bro. I'm not even fucking kidding, bro. I felt so fucked up. I felt like I was drinking the entire night. And then all of a sudden, like, I was like, oh my God, I gotta throw up. And she was like, my girl was telling me, like, go. And so I go to the restroom. I'm like looking at the fucking toilet, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I only seemed to throw up what I drink. Same thing with my girl. She only like threw up what she drank. I felt like throwing up again. You know, we were kind of sick for like another 5 minutes, but then after that, the MDMA took effect and was making us feel so much more relieved. We even felt fresh because, like, I'm not gonna lie, MDMA was making us sweat like a bitch too. I'm not gonna lie, I was fucking sweating my ass off. So cold, but yet so hot at the fucking same time. I feel like mushroom visuals are more stronger, and I feel like time passes by slower on mushrooms. With MDMA, I feel like that shit was passing by so fast. I'm not gonna lie, 15 minutes, or sorry, an hour felt like 15 minutes. It was fucking crazy. Me and my girl, we were just having conversations that would go on and on and on. And then we look at the phone, and then it was fucking 1:30. Put the phone down, pick it up again, it was fucking 2:30. Put it down, pick it up again, it was 3:30. You know, we're talking, and then we decided to play Uno, and so we're listening to music, we're playing Uno, and we ended up, for the end of the trip, we were watching Howl's Moving Castle, and she's never seen it. I'm kind of surprised she's never seen it before. But, so I showed her Howl's Moving Castle, and it was good. It was a good night. Went to bed, woke up, and we were just in disbelief the next day that we had did MDMA. And it was fucking great. It was a crazy experience. I would do it again. It's gonna be the end of the story time. And that was my first ever experience on MDMA. And it was a fun one, to be honest. I would do it again, only because, more for the fact that I just want to get the full, you know, thing, because, you know, with me throwing up, I felt like it definitely took some time out of what I could have been feeling in those moments. So I almost want to get that time back, if that makes sense. I probably sound like a crackhead saying that. But I mean, it is what it is. I liked it. I'm not encouraging anyone to do MDMA just because, or anything that I do, honestly. Anyone that's underage. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean you can, you know. And at the same time, it's like, I'm not gonna be the motherfucker responsible for your actions, you know. But I'm gonna stop ranting. I'm gonna stop talking. We're gonna take one more hit, and then we're gonna fucking bounce. Thank you guys for coming back. If you guys came back after me not posting in a really long time, honestly, turning on the camera makes me feel really happy, and I feel really good about this video and the other videos that are about to come. I got a crazy story time coming up, crazy stories coming up, and you guys are gonna like it. And it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fucking dope. But yeah, let's take this hit, and let's dip out of here. Cheers.
Give it to bitch Chanel. I'm crimson hunts, baby, I'm for real.